Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor. Since this is a painting all about me showing you how to do bushes and trees, I'm trying to stick to as many grassy areas and things like that, just to, because every painting I do, it's either, I'm hoping it's about like water or rocks, and that'll all go into one painting. And so this is based on grass. And so what we're going to do is just to make a little interest to the painting is add a little house. And I'm going to draw one, and we just draw it even though we get the trees and everything here. Just a nice little house in the back by the trees. And the way I started, I use my pen and I just sort of make the letter A. You can make the letter A or an upside down V, whatever, and use that line right here, that horizon line where the trees are sitting, as a guide. So that'll be your roof up here. It's your roof. And then you make another line going towards the right. Just bring it back towards the right. That's your roof again. And then make another diagonal line out there on that edge. Okay, so that's it. Pretty simple. You come in underneath this line here and bring down another line. And this line here you bring down another line. And this line here you bring down another line. Now the line up here is going to be a little longer than the one in the back, so we can get perspective. So then you join up the lines. Okay. And it's okay if it looks a little rickety, because we're going to be painting this and straightening it up with paint. So get your roof on there. So there's another line joining these two lines here. So the letter A, and then a line coming back towards the right. You can have as big as you want. And then another diagonal line going towards the right. And then you bring lines down underneath those and join them up, and then join up this part of the roof back here. So hopefully that's a little bit of a help for you. So that's a little house we'll just get started on. You can have any shape house you want. You don't have to have that shape, but it's a pretty simple shape, so I just using it to help you. And so I'm going to use a bit of red paint. Maybe we'll have a little red roof. How's that? Let's just put a little red. Now we're going to need a couple of coats of this because the trees are going to show through, okay? So we'll just put a little bit of paint on here for now. Oh, look at the trees. See-through roof. So we will do a couple of different coats of red. We can put a little chimney on that too after if you like. And we can have the front of the house maybe maybe a burgundy. We'll just add some brown and some red together. You don't have to totally mix them, just put them together. And we'll just put that in here, just put that in there like that. So just fill that in with your flat brush, small flat sable brush. Or you can use a small round brush, any brush at all that is small. Okay, so that will help you get control again. See, if you got a small brush, you got control. So go around to the back, add a little bit of brown, red, a little bit of blue, darken it up a bit, because the back of the house would be a little more in shadow. So we'll just take that and we will put that in there. Oops, 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 oops. Like I said, the way I'm sitting is kind of, now this could be glared to you, I don't know, like I said, these, but we'll carry on. We'll add some lighter colors so you can see them. While we're waiting for that to dry, why don't we take a little flat brush, okay, put a few little bushes around the house, or maybe some trees or something to say that there's more bushes coming out around. So let's go back to our basics, and we'll just tap into some black. Same thing, right? And just make some of your bushes, same as I've showed you with all these things here. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so we'll just add a few little bushes right here around the house. Looks like a little tree, maybe. Don't worry about the bottom. We'll fix it up after. We'll spread those bushes out a little bit. Okay. Spread them out a little bit. Just pretend you're doing the same ones you did before. Come back over here, and we'll just fill that in over there. That looks okay. There we go. Looks like maybe there's a tree around the house or something. And maybe there's another one over here. There we go. Just tap, 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 tap up and around the back of the house. Just so it looks like there might be a tree there. And when you come down around, you just spread them out a little bit, just so we have some little bushes there in the front. You can stop wherever you want, or you can go right across if you like. So we'll be highlighting these also, so don't worry. Don't you worry. Okay, good. If you want to fix them up or do whatever you want, you just go ahead. You just punch in a few little, looks like trees. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now, like I said, hopefully you can see this, because it's very difficult to get a good video when you're trying to do it by yourself, and you're depending on your video to capture everything. So why don't we highlight those now? So we'll do the same thing. Let's tap into some green, and a bit of yellow. Let's get that brightened up a little bit so I can show you. Alright, and so just same thing, just tap on the edge first, on the right side, and on the tops, tap, tap on the tops. Alright, and then over here, just stick to one side first, just so we can get a hold of what we're doing, and the top, just the tops, okay? I'll get some more yellow. It looks like it went too green on me. So if I don't like that, I'm going to show you how to fix it, because I don't like it, and I want to show you that if you don't like yours, then it's a very easy way to fix it, okay? So let's keep playing with these trees up here first. Just punch in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, alright? Just, I don't have very much paint on my brush now, so that way I can move my brush around a little bit more. Okay, that almost looks like two trees, so we'll leave that, and we'll add a little bit of yellow to highlight that again a little bit. Losing control of my hand. I'm trying to teach you control, and I'm losing control. Okay. We'll just here and there. Alright, now I lost a bit of control of my hand there, so I wiped off my brush, and I'm just going to move that around a little bit just to give it more of a bushy look. Okay? Down around here. I'll leave that tree in the back there. These over here I'm not too happy about, so I want to show you how to fix them. Don't like them? Get rid of them. Tap in some black, okay? The ones you don't like. Okay, so now, here we go, and you start over, that's all. So anytime you fool up something and you really don't like it, go back to the very first color that you started with. Okay, so if you're using black for an underpainting, and you really don't like something that you did, just go right back to that black and then start over. Alright, so let's tap in some more yellows and greens and see if we can get this better this time. Let's see, I'm going to pretend I got one side. Sticking to the right there now, just trying to, like I say, you trying to keep control is what it's all about. You control the paint. Don't let the paint control you. So, I might do a little bit more yellows. They look kind of nice. See, it's hard for you to see it on video. I'll get a close-up for you. See if that helps. Okay, I don't want to shake it on your ending, but hopefully this works. And see how the trees bounce out a bit there? Right? Okay. So hopefully this is helping. Trees everywhere. Keep doing this painting, and by the end of it, you should, you know, be able to really pounce in some nice little trees in your paintings, in your own paintings, and some little bushes and shrubs and a bit of highlighting. So hopefully this is a help to you. So I'm going to show you now how. See these things under here? We don't want to leave that like that's a mess, isn't it? So what we'll do is we will take a flat brush. It could be Bristol. I'll use a Bristol. I like using Bristol. I find it helps move the paint around a bit better. And I'm going to dip into some yellow. Yes, yellow. And we're going to go under here and scrub in a bit of yellow. Okay, and that will clean that up. Plus it'll put some nice little highlights in your grass. Okay. So we'll just put some yellow in. Yeah, scoot it up around there. There we go. That will add some, you can also go in with your green and some yellow. Tap in the green and pull in the green, pull in the yellow, or tap in, doesn't matter. And just put that on there. That will clean up underneath here. You can even go into them a little bit, make it look like, you know, it's the grass is coming up over it. You want to pull up a few little grasses. Okay, so let's go with some yellow. Yep, and if you bring your yellow underneath those trees, and you come down a little bit, it makes it look like you're going down over a little bit of a hill. So over and down. Okay, there we go. Over and down. Over and down. And just scoot it on, like scrub, 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 scrub. Okay. So you put some paint on, like that, and you just pull, 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 pull. Now, you can scrub, you can do whatever you want. Get it on whatever way you want to. Whatever works for you. This technique sort of gives me a little, I'm always looking for control. How can I control my paint? And if I'm controlling it this way, then I'm happy to use that. A little bit of highlight up here. Just scrub that in there. So whatever paint is left over, you can just scrub it in there. Give it some highlights. That way you don't have too much paint. A little bit of highlight. Very good. Want to add some more green back in? Go right for it. Don't be afraid. Back and forth. Have some fun. It gives it more texture too, you know. It's no matter what you do, you can't really spoil it. You're just playing around and move my hand around and see what it looks like as I move my hand around. So you can do that too. I got a little bit of a dip here, and that way you can use that for a little pathway after. So what we'll do now, we'll highlight that that roof of that house. So we'll use a small, very small brush. Small brush, small flat brush, or a small round brush. Whatever you have handy. I'm not going to make this hard for you. I'm not going to say you got to get this kind of brush, you got to do this and that. You can do that later on down the road when you got more time and when you're more used to it, and you can pick your own brushes and you're more expensive. So, you know, I'm trying to make this as easy as I can to encourage you to paint. Because if things seem so complicated and hard, it's like you get discouraged. You know, you gotta go out and buy this brush, and you can't do it unless you use that brush. And you get discouraged after a while, so I won't do that to you. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to this to brighten it up a bit, because I'm trying to get through this before the time runs out. So let's get up. That looks kind of cool. See, I'm just making this up as I go along. So you can do the same thing. You can make up your own paintings. You can look at pictures to get some ideas and then put them all together. So we'll just put a little bit of a roof on there. And we'll put a little edge on here. Ooh, a bit thick. I need a smaller brush for that. Just use a smaller brush for this edge here. Okay. Oh. Coming along, coming along. Okay, I'll fix it up after. What kind of a front can we have on it? Let's see. Let's go with the brown again, and then I'll show you how to dry brush a few little streaks on it. So as you're doing this, you can fix up then any mistakes that you made or any shapes that you want to fix up. Okay. Fix your back. Alrighty then. See what happens when you put too much paint on? It gets kind of hard to control. Alright. Alrighty then. So we'll just leave that there for now so that will dry. And we can probably make a little pathway just by going with a darker green, just for now, just to see what it looks like. Let's experiment. So to say it's the door there, so we get a little path. Let's see, envision a pathway. Where would you think it might be going? Could be going down behind these bushes and maybe come out here somewhere later. So just envision a little path, and go back and forth with your flat brush with the horizontal scrub back and forth, scrub. It's going down behind those bushes somewhere. Okay, and then just go back over it again, and you can pull it out a little bit on the sides. Alright, that's all. Just back for just get an idea where we're going to put that little, and if it looks any good. So we leave that. Alright, so you can also use a hair dryer to blow dry anything that you want to speed up. So say we wanted to speed that cabin up, or we could use a hair dryer on it and that'll dry it really fast. So let's assume or pretend that it's dry. Get a small Bristol brush, and we'll get a bit of yellow paint. A nice dry brush, dry it off in your tissue, and just get a bit of yellow paint. There we go. Put it on both sides. And then, this is called dry brushing. There's different ways to do it, but this is okay. So this got yellow paint. Now take it off. There shouldn't be too much paint left on it. Okay? So that when you scrub on that, you should be able to see some, but the paint's not, so put it on your, paint's not dry yet. So we'll just take the yellow paint, wipe it off, and then dry brush. There we go, there we go. That's all. I just want this little hint, just a hint, right? Put on your brush, wipe it off, put a little bit more on there. Now you can use a smaller brush than this if you like. I want to get more on than that. Wipe it off and dry brush. It gives a kind of a nice little rugged look. I like the rugged look. Alright, so then you can take your small flat brush again. Nice little small flat brush like this. And just take some black paint on one side of your brush and pick a spot for your door. And then just take your brush, too much paint hanging off it there, so you gotta be careful with your paint. Like I said, you don't want to lose control. Take your brush and pick your spot for your door and touch and pull. And you got a little door. And maybe a little window over here. Touch and pull. Now, how easy is that? So what I'm going to get you to do now is take your little, let's get a smaller brush again now. Let's get a very small round brush. Let's see what I got here. Small round, it's like a liner brush, but it's smaller. We'll use this one. We should be okay with this. Look how tiny that is. Okay, I'm going to dip it in water so I can straighten it out. And then I'm going to put some blue paint on here. Blue and some red to make a purplish color. Dark purple. Dark purple for, what for they say? What for? Well, for the shadows underneath the roof here. So the shadows right here will make the roof look more sensible. There we go. And a little one down this way. There we go. Down, 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 down. Okay. And we should have one under here. So we need some more paint. I have one under here. Come on. See, my brush is trying to control me. I can feel it. There we go, there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, so, you know, it's, like I said, when you're watching my videos and you're doing it, then you can stop the video and you can work on it until you're happy with it. But, you know, as long as you know the basics, you can even pull some of those shadows down into your cabin. So that makes it look like just some shadows on there. Watch. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to make that roof brighter. We'll add some more red and some yellow. And then I'll let you go on this one so you can work on that. And then we got to figure out, we got to do some more stuff. So it's fun. It's fun just making it up as you go along. So there's some more yellow and red on top of this.